think about just how uncool it is to be a liberal now compared to, when we were a kid. Both of us were conservatives even as young people, but you have to concede it was cooler to be a liberal during the Bush years.
There was no rebel energy to be a conservative when you were young.
And like we were just, the bow tie thing and just like, I'm here to talk about free market economics.
You were an institutionalist, right?
Yeah, you were an institutionalist. Now we're the rebels. We have rebel energy.
Yeah, what he is describing, and we'll return to him, is libertarians, and they're the same dorks that he's talking about there. Conservatives, now suddenly cool, we learned from conservatives. And we need to be told by them that they're cool now because we wouldn't otherwise come to that conclusion. What is modern day conservatism about? Well, first of all, Charlie Kirk, that guy, Blake Neff, I believe, are still doing the work of trying to delude voters into giving millionaires and billionaires what they want. It is the same corrupt, elitist politics that it's always been, but now it's cooler because they're banning porn and they're still against pot, and they think that society's become too sexual and they don't think you should be able to have an abortion. They think that premarital sex is wrong. They don't think you should be able to get divorced if you want. They don't think you should have free access to condoms or birth control. What's the cool part again? I don't actually know what that's supposed to be about. Bitcoin, Bitcoin makes it cool. Yes.
Blockchain.
The wonky blockchain technology that all the cool kids are doing. Yeah, times have changed. What do you think, Brett?
The only difference is that they all can talk to each other now. They were just like the four weirdos before, and now there's like a way to connect. That's great. Yeah. I'm glad you guys found a sense of community, but the right still wants to ban porn, still is saying that like they're against lesbians in movies. Like those are my favorite movies, by the way. I watch a lot of them. Like they're against free beer, free college, free stuff. Free stuff's awesome. I hate to break it to you. Free stuff's great. They're against drugs. Drugs are fun.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like, they're mad that they can't be wildly racist and say slurs. And like, I hate to break it to you, but like, for that, it's always a test of whether you're trying to be an a-hole. It's not whether you're saying a word, whether you're doing a thing. Like there's tons of edgy, fun, cool, rebellious people who get it, dude. Who get that like you can say certain words in certain contexts as long as everybody knows that you're not just someone like Charlie Kirk.
Exactly.
Like there's
we
like
know
comedians
what he actually believes.
Yeah, like Mel Brooks famously made like rape jokes when they weren't allowed to make rape jokes, but he did it in a way where he wasn't like, isn't rape great? You dorky, weird, don't tread on me, snake charmers, take that as you will. You guys are just trying to be jerks. It's not cool. It's so dorky.
No, and it's not to say
like Charlie Kirk being like, oh God, now we're so cool. Now we're so cool, right? Like, look at you guys. Like, I'm sorry, but look at you.
No, and I'm not just focusing on those two guys, one of whom is Charlie Kirk and the other is the guy that was too racist and homophobic to continue working for Tucker Carlson, by the way. That's that guy, the producer that was making such explicitly racist and homophobic and misogynistic comments anonymously under another identity, because I guess it wasn't cool then. They had to hide who he was to say to use the N-word and stuff like that. That's who that guy is. He was so terrible that he was fired from Fox News. But Charlie Kirk, who's part of Turning Point, of course, an organization that keeps losing people for them being outed for using the N-word, likes that guy and wants to spend time with him and thinks that he's cool, the guy that's using the N-word online. But anyway, yeah, no, they're very, very cool. You can probably tell that from every second of their show. It's no wonder that more and more incels online are flocking to their banner. Yeah, there are people that want to be able to use racial slurs, sure. And they like having the community that has been provided by shows like that. They used to have to follow like the Daily Stormer online or something like that. Now they can be a little bit more out about how broken their brain is, how jealous they are of different communities they're not a part of, how much they want the Big Daddy Trump to stamp out of existence any community that could provide a competition to them in any aspect of culture or relationships or the economy. Yes, it's very cool to want a dictator to protect you by eliminating rival groups. Super cool, super cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, we'd play more. What I really want to talk about was when that guy makes the claim that Donald Trump is the funniest person who's ever lived. But I don't need him to make the claim. You think he's funny. I think you'll agree that's a little bit over the top.
So my Rebel HQ video this week is about Trump derangement syndrome. And in it, I say, like, listen, these folks are deranged because they think Donald Trump is the most hilarious, most amazing, smartest, most brilliant person in the world. But I think the derangement syndrome is just when your feelings about Donald Trump lead you to ignore reality. They blind you to reality. And there are people who are like, when you get up in arms because Donald Trump said, like, yo, these people are gonna pass out. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. He was obviously kidding. Like, at least acknowledge that he was kidding. You're deranged if not. The key of what they're trying to do is convince you that in a world where there are so many different people and so many reasonable people, that the folks on the left who are like, you have to say this word this way every single time, and that is my identity, is just telling you how you're wrong about saying words. That's not a lot of people. It just seems like a lot of people because of the internet, and all the people on the right that are following these schmucks you just played the video of, like, all of the people that think all of the other people are crazy word police, like, they all follow Charlie Kirk and think that's it. But at the same time that they're saying that they're wildly cool and Donald Trump is wildly cool, these are not the cool people that Donald Trump wants in his audience. Who he wants New Yorkers. He wants cosmopolitan people to actually like him, and they don't. He'll take this because it's attention. He wants Hollywood to love him. Yeah. But the only way he can get into Hollywood movies is by having it as if you wanted to shoot in Trump Tower, you had to put Trump in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he cheated. He's a dork. Yeah. Always has been.
Well, yeah, unfortunately we need to end this, but no, yeah. Look, both of those guys that you just saw claiming that they're very, very cool, which is what cool people say, would wet their dockers when they see that there's gonna be like a black mermaid in a movie. Yeah. That's not cool. Like, I'm sorry, I know that you want that to be cool. Ted Cruz wants to be cool. You guys are Ted Cruz. I'm sorry to let you know that. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.